Imagine opening your eyes. There are no cities, no roads, no houses, no farms, no language, no history, just endless wilderness stretching farther than you can see. And somehow, you are one of the first humans to ever walk the earth. Every tool you've ever used, every building you've ever seen, every country, every invention, every civilization, all begin with someone just like you, alone, confused, and trying to survive. This is the story of how humanity's incredible journey began. Around 300,000 years ago, Earth looked very different. Huge forests covered the land. Open grasslands stretched for miles. Massive rivers carved through untouched landscapes. And giant animals roamed almost everywhere. Some were peaceful, others could end your life in seconds. Every day was a battle. Not against other people, but against nature itself. There were no supermarkets, no hospitals, no warm homes waiting at the end of the day. If you couldn't find food, you didn't eat. If you couldn't find shelter, you faced the cold. Every sunrise was another chance to survive. Every sunset could be your last. Our stickman hero doesn't represent one exact person. He represents the first generations of humans who slowly changed the future forever. At first, he understood almost nothing about the world around him. Every strange sound made him freeze. Every moving shadow could be danger. Every unfamiliar smell meant something. The world was full of mysteries, but it was also full of opportunities. One afternoon, while searching for food, he noticed something unusual. A broken stone. Its edge was sharper than anything he had ever touched. Curious, he picked it up. Carefully, he sliced through a thick plant. It worked. For the first time, nature had given him something powerful. Soon, he discovered the sharp stone could do much more. It could scrape bark, cut branches, prepare food, even crack open bones left behind by predators. Inside those bones was nutritious marrow, packed with energy. Other animals often couldn't reach it, but humans could. One simple discovery meant more food, more energy, more chances to survive. Eventually, one sharp stone wasn't enough. He wanted a better one, so he picked up another rock and struck them together. The first attempt failed, then another and another. Pieces flew everywhere. Most were useless, but one fragment was perfect, sharper than before. For the first time, a human wasn't simply using nature. He was changing it. That moment changed history forever, because every knife, every axe, every sword, every machine, and every smartphone can trace its story back to one carefully shaped stone. But even with better tools, one enormous problem remained. Night. When the sun disappeared, the world became terrifying. Strange sounds echoed through the darkness. Eyes glowed between the trees. Predators became hunters. Humans became prey. The safest place wasn't always easy to find. Sometimes it was a cave. Sometimes it was beneath a rocky cliff. Sometimes there was no safe place at all. The cold made sleeping almost impossible. Rain soaked everything. The darkness seemed endless. Then one day, something extraordinary happened. Lightning struck a dead tree. Within seconds, bright orange flames rose into the sky. Every animal nearby ran away. Our ancestor did exactly the same. Fire looked dangerous. It hissed, crackled, destroyed everything it touched. But after hours, he noticed something strange. The animals stayed away. The warmth remained. Slowly, carefully, he stepped closer. For the first time, a human felt the comfort of fire. It gave warmth during freezing nights. It scared away dangerous predators. It made food safer to eat. It brought people together. Around those early fires, humans began sharing experiences, watching each other, learning together. One discovery led to another. Stone tools became better. Hunts became smarter. Families became stronger. Children learned from their parents. Knowledge no longer disappeared with each generation. It grew, little by little. Those first humans spread across valleys, mountains, forests, and eventually across the entire planet. thousands of generations later, they built villages, then cities, then kingdoms, then empires. They crossed oceans, reached the highest mountains, walked on the moon, and built computers capable of connecting billions of people across the world. Everything started with curiosity, with one sharp stone, with one small fire, with one brave step into the unknown. The next time you hold your phone, turn on a light, or walk through a busy city, remember this. Every incredible achievement in human history exists because someone, hundreds of thousands of years ago, refused to give up. They kept learning, they kept exploring, they kept asking questions. And because they did, you're here today. But here's one question to leave you with. If you were suddenly placed back into the Stone Age with nothing but the knowledge you have today, how long do you think you would survive? Let me know your answer in the comments.